Okay guys, so today I have a couple items to share. They're the Autoships that I had recently picked up from HSN. Of course, they were just delivered because they're Autoships, but they are now available for individual purchase. Let's say purpose. So either way, I'll link them down in the description box, and those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thanks for using them. If you like, they also came out with the never-ending bee theme card kit. If you guys remember those never-ending cards that kind of you keep turning and they keep doing things. And again, what's nice about those is that they do come with the basic mechanism, so you don't always have to have had the first iteration so that you can keep using the other things. So they always come with the whole die set. So I'll link all those different things. But I already have a video on this when it came out. I got it, I would say, probably a couple months ago now. But I thought I could pair it with the cute beauty makeup apron and make it more like a Valentine themed apron. So hopefully that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is probably use some stenciling. And then, you know, so this is the auto ship bundle for the Ultimate Card Making Collection. This is I Love You. I think they're calling it Love Theme. Huge stamp set. Of course, they're acrylic stamps, stencils, the hearts, the flowers, this really cool pattern here, and then like that buffalo kind of plaid, really, really lovely. And then it comes with dies, and I measured and did all that stuff in the initial video, so I will, well, I think I did, but I'll link that in the description box. All kinds of cute stuff here. And then it comes with a border that if you have any of the other sets, these borders inlay with each other, like they mix and match. But this one happens to say Happy Valentine's Day and sending you hugs and kisses. So we'll see how we can incorporate some of these different things. And then the beauty makeup apron looks very just sweet, and I thought, you know what, I think I'm gonna stencil. I'll stamp it with this guy, we'll cut it out, and then maybe I'll use like little mouths on this, like little kisses, and then the hearts from over here. I don't know, we'll mix and match it in a fun way. But either way, I also unboxed this whenever it came in, but you guys might have missed that if it was in a haul video. So geez, I'm already getting tongue tied. So we have the flat iron, scissors, I mean hair dryer, like little lotions and creams, and the mascara that's separate from the bottle. I think that's so cute. Curling iron, I mean brushes, even bobby pins, which is really, really adorable. And then all these different, you know, hope your day is fabulash, you know, happy Mother's Day, gorgeous, beautiful, like you, Y-O-U, little comb. I mean, it's just really cute. Ooh la la, which is actually pretty fun for a Valentine one too. But my whole thing was just to use the stencil, use these guys, and mix and match and see how we can put this together. So what I'm going to do is, oh, you know what, maybe we can start with, I mean, honestly, I have this pink polka dotted paper here that's super cute. Super cute. You know, you can always just use a pattern paper. I have a scrap of paper here now. And I'm trying to think. I already used the flower, the heart one. This one, the design is very rigid, you know what I'm saying, if I wanted to put this on here. Maybe I'm going to go back to the heart one, even though I used it last time. I just think for my purposes it'll work better. And so I'm just going to pop that down right there. Honestly, I don't need like the whole thing, so I'm just going to put a little tape. And just grab some ink. I thought I had a red one sitting out here from the other day, but I guess not. Let's see. Red ink. Oh, we can use this. Ooh, how about pink and red? So this one, and people might ask where I got this case. It's from the Dollar Tree, and they don't carry them anymore, but they hold those little small inks really well, like any brand of ink that's like that. Let's get pinky red. Let's start with the pink. And again, most of this is going to get cut away from my paper, so I'm just going to do whatever I feel like. A little bit of that pink. Let's see if we got about the right sizing on that. Yeah. Pretty much the red took over. I was just trying to match some colors here, but I think that's good. I'll definitely rinse this off. You know, these are hybrid inks, and sometimes they do really, how pretty is that just for a background? Oh, I love it. we're gonna put that there. So I'm gonna stamp first, but yeah, sometimes handwritings want to stain your stencils or stamps. It just depends on the color of the pigment, you know. This is a big boy. I was like, I'll just stamp it real quick, but I guess I'll go ahead and bring it over here. And kind of strategically stamp this cutie right in there somewhere. Little hearts. Ugh, that's a tough one. I guess we'll do it right there. And I'll just stamp it. With some black ink. Oh, my memento, I keep saying I need to replace it. I don't know what happened. See how it got all juicy and it came off the side, which is really weird. But I've mentioned this thing is probably 10 years old, so it's probably time for another one. It's okay. So I might have to ditch that. Oh, cute. So I missed one little part right there. All right, that works. And let me see about this die. So as you can see in there, and you have a pretty good idea where you're cutting, but if you really want to know that you're cutting it exactly right, let me grab some scrap paper and show you what I would do, and I'll be right back. So with this one, what I would do is just get a scrap of paper, and I like to hinge it somewhere, so I think the longest hinge is down at the bottom. That'll work nicely, so let's pop that on here. And just run that through. I was gonna do the little lips, but they are kind of like outline lips. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. I have, whoop, swap stuff. Let's put that to the side there. I gotta go catch something I just dropped. But anyway, so get this through here. And I usually make it so that it fits, obviously. I'm just gonna cut this down a little bit. And then what this one's fun is because you'll just have a little apron that you can use for something else. Look how cute. And if you want to stamp on that, I would just put it down and stamp it, you know, as carefully as I could with a stamp positioner, however. It does cut the little pocket open so that you can pop things in there. Clearly I don't have to do that if I don't want to, like we might not do that today. Actually, maybe I'll put some hearts in there. But anyway, so then you just leave it hinged and you look through here. So that gives you a really good idea of where you're cutting. And then you can just pop that back down and either hold it because that is the marquee, or put some tape so this doesn't move. But since I'm putting this through the marquee, I'll just hold it. Again, you can put a little tape so it doesn't move. Which maybe we should do anyway, but that's all right. Okay. And there it is, perfectly cut. All right, I'm gonna get some background paper going and we'll continue. Stuff going here and some other ideas popped into my head, so let's see if we can get this going. Okay, so this is my paper. Just again, loud pink, reds, all kinds of stuff like that. Standard A2 size card, so I'm matting 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. But whatever matte layers you like, or you know, several layers, however you like to matte layer. And just gonna make sure this is facing the right way. So we have that. And since we do have that little pocket, and then we have the hearts in the other little guy, something like this, what I'm also going to do is just cut this border. Now we have things that we can cut into it, but I'm not going to use a lot of it. I mean, maybe, yeah, because it'll just run through the background piece. So just to kind of break it up a little bit, I'm going to run this through some pearlescent white paper if I can find it. Every time I say white paper and I want pearlescent paper, I can't find it, but here, I did find one. I'll run the whole thing, why not? Actually, we'll do that together right quick. Oopsie. Again, you want an elongated cutting folder. You can see this one has been used many times over. And I just have a basket sitting next to me, guys, with a ton of cutting folders. That's why these other ones just popped out. You can use them over and over. If they look warped, it'll be just fine. I'm going to do this kind of slowly. So we have that. And then I think I am going to do the little lips on red paper. That's a way to do that. So with the little lips, you have the stamp. Look how pretty that is. Let me pop this back over here. And again, you could just inlay one of these guys in there if you wanted it to have a sentiment. You have the little die, they're just mouth shapes. I mean, that works, right? Or what we can do is, I'm gonna run this back behind here somewhere like that, somehow. And then we can do is take them, stamp a few out and then cut them out so that they have the shape. But again, you can just do whatever you like. Oh, look at my little stamp blocks. I have a ton of these from when I used to sell close to my heart stuff. Let me put this over here. Whenever you guys see colors like this or sleeves that look kind of interesting, it's my husband's, okay? Or my husband's Pendletons or like sweaters, things like that. I've been wearing a lot of them recently, and I always think, oh, I should tell people because it's not bad. It's just a little more manly. So let's say we cut a couple of those. Oh, that first one got a little smear. And then I'll just cut a few little lips out so we can tuck them in like the pocket. And I can kind of see in there, hopefully that's how that works. If not, I'll do the little aperture trick. But I will cut these guys out and I'll be right back. And then in the meantime, I'm also going to cut out maybe one of these little hearts. I was thinking it'd be cute to put on there, but it's a little bit big, so maybe it'll just go in the pocket. So if I do that, I'll just cut it out of a color that I think is cute, and I'll be right back. I love this die cut. How cute and like just delicate. This is, to me, just like my favorite. It is so cute. Because it's just like petite and just cuts so well. So I'll tuck that in there somewhere. And let's see how close I was on the lips. Not too bad, but I'm going to tuck them in, so I'll tuck them in a way that makes it look more straight, you know. So I'll cut out the others and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my little lips there, and then I don't know if I'm gonna put like a big sentiment on it, but I was thinking if we have this, and let's say we have this little guy tucked in the pocket, and then the little lips, that maybe if it's a little bit higher up, like up there, here, maybe I can put that ooh la la. Let's see how big that is. How cute. Okay. So let me cut this down, and that'll give me an idea. So, of course, this is a perfect, you know, like edge here. Let me see if I can get it. So if it was 4 1/4, ooh, at 4 1/4, it is literally right at another scallop like that. So I think that'll work for me. I don't like when it looks like perfect on one side and then the other side still kind of wonky. So let me trim this down, and that's just because of just my little pet peeve, so I'm gonna trim that down, hopefully make it look more like the other one, just that little bit that's starting to curve again. Okay, and what we can do is put this side over here because it's a little less noticeable, and then here I'll stamp that ooh la la. Did I just lose it? No, okay. I was like, did I take it off of this thing? And I'm gonna stamp it as far over here as I can. And are we just gonna go for it? That's a little scary. I'm thinking I need to put it on this guy. Let's just make sure that's really stuck down. Oh my goodness. My little ones are still asleep, and I can hear my other son talking already online. I was like, shh, shh. Gotta keep those children asleep. Miranda has been sleeping till 10 o'clock, you guys. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen when school gets back, because she usually gets up, or has to get up the latest, is like 7:30. And she always tells me, just a few more minutes. So I always give her a few more minutes, and then it's a mad dash, you know. Every morning, it's just a few more minutes. Look at that. Okay, so it does really say oh la la, but that's okay. I'm gonna let that dry for a second because this is pearlescent paper, so it's a little bit, you know, not super porous. So I will be right back. What I can do is quite carefully put this down. Again, it has to be a little bit higher up so that the little apron doesn't block too much, which is different for me because I would normally put things, you know, where I would put them. Maybe there. Interesting. And then I think what I'm going to do is glue it down just down here so that the ruffle on the lace still kind of has some movement. So as I hold that down, being careful for my sentiment, I will still try to see what's going on here. Yeah, okay. So I am going to place something on top so I don't smear this and hold it down. It'd be nice to put something heavy on it. But in the meantime, I'm going to put a little glue on this guy to hold this down towards the top. And that is just there to kind of run interference with our little hearts. So if I put some over here, maybe some, let's see. Oh goodness. Little mouth there. Maybe this one over here. I'll put a little more glue to keep it down. I do like this one tucked behind that one better. Yeah, a little more glue over here. Get this last one tucked in. That's so funny. Okay. Pretty flat. Okay, so let me put some dimensionals on these. These are the dimensionals from the Dollar Tree I showed you guys the other day. So they are a little high. And I did use some on a project. What did I use them on? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and place those on there. Oh, you know, I think it was on a Spellbinders video. So not super great. Like right now, that one piece did not want to come away, and it came away in a weird way. You see that? They're like not cut all the way through. Not the foam. The foam is cut. It's just the glue itself is like wanting to stay together. I don't know how to explain that. Okay. And I guess a couple on the ends, huh? Again, nicely, delicately, so it's not super in the way. And I'll take the little carriers off and I'll be right back. I don't know why this idea jumped in my head, but now that I'm looking at it, it's very, I guess, French maid-like, I suppose, if you're into that kind of thing. You could probably dress up like that. Isn't that funny? I don't know. Well, anyway, I feel like that was very 80s whenever I used to watch like old sitcoms or things like that. It's like, what is going on? Because I was a kid, I don't know. But the French maid made a lot of appearances, you know, as far as little costume there. Anyway, I'll get off that subject. Here you go. There is my card. Super sweet. And you can even make the lips look like cookies. I think that'd be really cute too. More of like a baking theme. But I just thought it was, I don't know, something about it just paired together really well. And that little ooh la la, that's what it reminds me of. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have it linked in the description box, the different Autoships that are now available. And I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.